Hey guys, Titan Uprising here. Thank you for watching the video. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. I finally got over the 50 mark for subscribers. I want to say I'm like 57 right now. So I got well over. I gained like 12 over the past day and a half since my last video. Really appreciate it. Thank you for that. I'm glad you guys like the videos and continue to share them and obviously like them and comment. Love the comments. Love the feedback. Want to hear what you guys have to say. I comment back. I like interacting with you guys. It's cool. It's fun. I live in New York, so there's not many Titans fans around me. One of my best friends is a Titans fan, but just him and I in a lone world here, right? Don't get much love when we go to Bills games either. So, but we've been to many, and we've gotten booed and heckled a lot. But hey, even when they sucked, we went. Got to show our support and our love. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the offensive line. I'm going to dive pretty in depth on it. I'm going to talk about our offensive line coach, who was our assistant last year. I'm going to get into a little bit of backstory on him. I'm going to talk about what, and I'll be popping all this stuff up on the video as well. I'm going to be talking about what mainly Pro Football Focus has been saying about us, and we've been getting a lot of love from them. And I'm going to break down the depth chart for the offensive line as well. But before I do that, I have a new addition here. If you guys can't tell from behind, I have Derrick Henry, Chris Johnson, and I just got, give you guys a guess who this is. Just got our guy, Eddie George. This thing's freaking sick. Look at that. This is cool. Look at the pants. Got the grass stains on it. I'll give it a little 360 for you. It has a little peg that it goes into right here. Even look at I don't want it to tip over, but look at the base that it has on. It has, the grass, a little bit of mud, and even his cleat on the bottom. That thing's sick. It's cool. Even has a little towel here, right? This thing is awesome. And then, I want that to fall over. And then, I also got a whole bobblehead here. Eddie George bobblehead. These things are sick. These things are cool. I'll give you guys a little spin around for that. It says Upper Deck Collectibles right there as well. And then it also came with a card. That's pretty cool, right? That's the back of it. So I have to give a shout out to B Harris 134. That is BHARRIS 134. That's who I got this stuff from. That's his eBay name, I should have mentioned. And he has more stuff. It was brand new in a box, came well packaged, came fast. Give this guy a look. He's got some more stuff. I got nothing but great things to say about it. And I have another edition coming, by the way, and I'll show you guys. I'm going to keep adding to this if you guys can see everything. I'm going to keep adding to all this stuff, and I love it. My goal is to fill the shelf. Then after I fill the shelf, I had no idea what I'm going to do after that. I don't know, double row them maybe. I'm not sure. I just put the shelves up not long ago. But it's cool. I love it. I got a Henry signed helmet here behind me. I'm trying to figure out what to do with that. But sorry for getting a little bit off track. Just like giving you guys a little backstory, and as you guys keep seeing this fill up behind me, I'm gonna, I'll show you what I get, what I got, and these things aren't that expensive. If you guys want to buy one, they're only like $20. This one wasn't that bad. The Derrick Henry one was a little more expensive. I pre-ordered that, and I think that was Import Dragons. I want to say that one was, and that was, I want to say 50. But if you can find a good deal on them on eBay, or just Google them and try and buy them from the NFL shop or something, and they're cool. I'm gonna keep them coming. I like the little figurines. It's just something cool to look at, and I like them. So sorry for getting off track with that. We're gonna dive. Shouldn't say dive. We're over 4 minutes in, but we'll get into the offensive line here. Next Gen Stats here says their number 5 can't miss prospect in this draft class was Peter Skoronski. He recorded a 34.5-inch vertical jump and 9'7" broad jump at the combine, both of which are in the top 5% among offensive tackles since 2003. Guys, this guy's special. He's going to be special. He's going to be a Pro Bowler. I don't know about All Pro or Hall of Fame, but I think this guy's going to be a Pro Bowler for sure. I'll stop with that. I'll start with that, I should say. I don't want to give him, he's a rookie. I can't give him too much credit yet. Also pop up here. Most improved offensive lines after the draft: the Tennessee Titans, the Commanders, the Cardinals, the Browns, and the Patriots. And then I will go to PFF's article. I'll pop that up here. And it says, Peter Skoronski was the best offensive lineman available in the draft, but his short 32.25-inch arms make it unclear whether he is a tackle or a guard at the next level, which significantly impacts his value at the top of the draft. However, the Titans could use the help at either spot, so the distinction might matter less for them than for the other teams. Skoronski allowed just 6 total pressures for Northwestern last season and posted a 92.3 pass blocking grade on true pass sets. He should be an instant upgrade to what was the worst offensive line in the league last season, and yes, it was. The Titans also came back in the 6th round to take Maryland tackle Jaelyn Duncan, who embodies developmental prospect. Yes, he does. Duncan has elite movement skills. He posted explosive vertical and broad jumps in the 85th percentile or better, but hasn't yet married that athleticism with on-field performance. He allowed 7 sacks last season and earned a PFF grade of 61.6, but he represents a low-risk, high-reward, day 3 gamble for the Titans. Now, I'm going to pop up here for you guys our new offensive line coach, Jason Houtaling. And I'll give you a little backstory on him. In 2006, he was a running backs coach for Wagner. From 2007 to 2009, he was the offensive line coach for Wagner. In 2010, he was the head coach for Hudson Valley. From 2011 to 2012, he goes back to Wagner as the offensive coordinator. In 2013, he goes to Cornell to be the offensive coordinator. In 2014, comes back to Wagner again as associate head coach / offensive coordinator. And then he finally lands the big role with Wagner as the head coach from 2015 to 2019. In 2020, he was the offensive line coach for Colgate. And then from 2021 to 2022, he was the offensive line assistant for the Tennessee Titans. So this guy's got a lot of offensive side, a lot of experience on the offensive side of the football, or the ball, I should say. And this guy knows football. He's been around it for, 20 years. Not quite 20, 17. So I got high hopes for this guy. And then if you guys remember, players didn't really seem to like our ex-offensive line coach, Keith Carter, who is now with the Jets. Him and Downing took the bus down there together. Lewan, he was the one that recently went on the air and said he had an up and down relationship with Keith Carter when he first came in. He was disrespectful, very authoritative, and he had impossible standards for the players, according to Lewan as well. So hopefully the shakeup's what we needed, and this pans out. Guys, a lot of people were saying Carter was good. Carter had a lot to work with. He had, Lewan in his prime, Conklin in his prime, a nice solid addition to free agency with Ben Jones. He had Roger Saffold, Nate Davis for the past few years. This guy had a hell of an offensive line to work with. It's gotten worse, right? I mean, we obviously lost people in injuries and stuff, but he couldn't coach anybody up. Remember, we traded for Dennis Daly. So how'd that go? The fact that he wasn't pulled out of that offensive lineup last year is just, still can't get over that. I don't know. He was a swinging door. Don't understand that, why he was allowed in there. Anyways, maybe he had a lot more to say to that or say about that than we know. And I like to think that Vrabel could have just pulled him off the offensive line. But, hey, it is what it is. So have high hopes for the new guy. Hopefully it's a shake-up's what we needed. Now I'm going to pop up here the offensive line depth chart. And I didn't really go much into depth on what PFF said and all that because I wanted to dive into guys here. I wanted to dive into them on a depth chart where you could see their names. I'm not going to get into the wide receivers or the tight ends or quarterbacks or running backs. This is just offensive line I'm going into here. So they have listed here, and that's not necessarily where these guys are going to play, but left tackle here is Andre Dillard, who was from Philadelphia, and then Jaelyn Duncan, who was taken 23rd in the 6th round in this year's draft. I'm not going to go into the number 3 players here, the third stringers. Those guys are going to be practice squad or cuts. Maybe depth on some of them, but these guys I don't think are going to have much of an impact on our team, so I won't bother getting into them. I'm mainly looking at the first and second stringers, some of the second stringers that could be first. So Dillard, guys, This was our big pickup on the offensive line this year for the free agency. This guy was brought in to be left tackle because we didn't know what was going to happen in the draft. And then Jalen Duncan, this guy like we talked about earlier. He's got great athleticism. Just hasn't married it all together, like they said. With a little bit of coaching, this guy could be a steal. He's got all the tools. Left guard, they have Peter Skoronski, who we took first in the first round. And then we have Dylan Radins. So Dylan Radins, second round pick, 2021, right? He's not panned out so far. I think he's maybe a guard, wasn't supposed to be a tackle. He's also going to be hurt for most of this year. Maybe the first half of the year, you probably won't see him. He got hurt towards the end of his last season. So we won't see him for a while. But Peter Skoronski, this is the guy. This is going to be our guy, our stud offensive lineman. Just don't know where he's going to play. Is he going to play left tackle? Is he going to play left guard? We don't know. Him and Dillard could flip. They can go either or. Dillard could be guard. Skoronski could be tackle, or vice versa, how the depth chart has him lined up right now. Center, we have Aaron Brewer, and then we have Corey Levin. Corey Levin, don't believe he's going to have a shot at cracking the lineup. He'll be a good depth piece, though. Hopefully we don't have to see much of him. That means we have injuries if we do. And then we have Aaron Brewer. Aaron Brewer, guys, this guy is going to be center, in my opinion, or nothing. And by nothing, I should say backup. He's either going to be our starting center or he's going to be a backup. I think he doesn't have the size to be a guard. He showed us last year he does not. But he did learn under Ben Jones, and I think the eventual succession was for have Brewer take over for Jones anyways. We'll get into the guards, right guards now. We have Daniel Brunskill, who we signed from San Francisco. And then we have Jordan Ruse, also came from San Francisco. Now, Ruse, don't believe he has a shot at cracking the lineup. Prove me wrong, Ruse. Daniel Brunskill, though, he's going to be, in my opinion, our starting right guard. And if he's not the right guard, he's going to be center. That's what I see for Brunskill. Now, right tackle, we have our vet right now, right? That's crazy. Nicholas Petit-Ferrer, who we took last year in the draft. And then we have Jamarco Jones, who we traded for last year. Jamarco Jones was banged up for all of last season? Didn't even see the field. But we kept him, could have cut him, saved some money, saved some cap space, I should say. But we did not. We kept him. So maybe he has a chance to crack the lineup as a guard position. I don't think he'll be a tackle in this offense. Then, obviously, NPF's going to be our starter at right tackle. I don't foresee him moving anywhere else. I really don't. I think he's the one guy that I would say is locked to be our right tackle. All the other guys I could see moving all over the place. I really could. I could see this lineup being left tackle Skoronski, left guard Dillard, center Aaron Brewer, right guard Daniel Brunskill, and then right tackle NPF. So I could see the left. The left is going to switch up a little bit more than the right, just because I think NPF is going to stay right tackle. But it's going to be really interesting to see what happens on the left side of the line, which is the most important side with the left tackle. That's going to be the interesting spot. What do we do with Dillard and Skoronski? I would love to see Skoronski get the left tackle spot and keep it, because I want to see a first-round pick be a left tackle. I don't want to see them be a left guard. But if he ends up being a pro or an all-pro left guard, okay, we need help on the line. I can't be picky. And he's dealt with his so-called short arms his whole life so far, so hasn't stopped him yet. 6 pressures all of last season. That's absurd. This guy is good. He was one of the best prospects. I like this guy. Even before the draft, I liked him. I really liked Skoronski, but I didn't know if I wanted us to take him. I wanted to take someone that I knew was a true left tackle, but Skoronski was the best lineman in the draft. So that speaks volumes, and a lot of analysts agree with that as well. So what I think the starting lineup's going to be is this exact lineup. I really do. What they have listed. I think it's going to be Dillard, Skoronski, Brewer, Brunskill, MPF. I really do. What I want it to be is Skoronski and Dillard flip-flop. That's what I want. I don't always get what I want, though. So, I want to see Skoronski left tackle and Dillard left guard. But, guys, this line is going to be better than last year. It's going to be leaps and bounds better than last year. Have faith. This line's going to shock us. This line's going to surprise us. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want what we see right here to be the offensive line? Do you want a different shakeup? Or do you want a guy that I'd even talk about, maybe third stringer that maybe I'm unaware of, that could come sneak in and take a starting spot? Or do you guys want to see somebody in the backup role, take over? Do you want to see what Jamarco Jones got? You guys want to see Dylan Radins come in the second half of the season and just, take over a spot, which I don't see happening. Let me know what you guys think. What's your five? Who are the five for you? Because one thing Tennessee has done, and I forgot to mention this, we took guys in the draft, in free agency, that can play all over the offensive line. So we're going to interchange these pieces. We just want those best five out there, which should always be the case. So let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk soon. Tighten up, guys.